go to Dorothy's house. What do we have to do today? Well, there's some leftover soup. What kind? Well, it's homemade. It's bone broth, vegetables.
Okay, so we'd like to welcome you to Fabric Chicks Live on Wednesday, April 9th. We have a lot of great things for today. I don't really know where Devin went, but hey, Carolyn and Victor, welcome everybody. So first I wanted to show you, for those of you who are attending Quilt Show Reno, we have a super fun event all 3 days that we are doing that's kind of a little bit different than we've done in the past years. So Lynn has been making outfits for some of the people that are going to be helping out to borrow, not to have, and to give us ideas of what we can do. So some of you guys got this the quilty fabrics, but you don't really know what to do with it. So this is a fun, quick and easy idea. So Lynn just turned it into a vest, but look at how cute it is with jean material. And then she lined it with the stay calm, sew on, measure twice, cut once. Wow, that's really smart. Happiness is handmade. I had this amazing dream that I'm actually a fabric queen. So cute little comics. And then she cut some of the sayings out and appliqued them onto the front. She made a pocket there, super cute, embellished it with some of her charms. And then she has a bag to go with it. So you can carry your water bottle and your wallet. So you can buy stuff at the show. Super cute, super fun. Just another idea for you to put into your brain about what you can make for the show. So that's super fun. I also have another project that Lynn brought for show and tell, but I'm going to save that for a little bit because I'm not ready for it yet. So while people are logging on, hey, Angie, it's good to see you. Angel, it's good to see you live and in person. Hey, Jenny and Mary Lou and Christy and Candy and Jackie and Kathleen and Sue. Welcome, everybody. Hi, Sandy. Welcome, Terry. And I think I already said Peggy. It was hard to find us today, she says. Well, I can hardly find myself at the moment, Peggy. I get it. Okay, so anyways, welcome everybody. We would love it if you would share this stream to your feed so that more people watch, so that Devin can help out his shoe fund. We love that when that happens. I want to show you real quick one of the blocks that I made during Victor's class yesterday. So in Victor's class, you can really work on anything you want on Tuesdays. It's from 2 to 5. It's $15 if you just do one session, or if you do the whole month, so 4 Tuesdays, it's $45, so one Tuesday is free. But what's really good about it is that it kind of forces you to set 3 hours of you time aside so that you can sew for 3 hours. So you just know every Tuesday you're going to sew with Victor and me and all the gang from 2 to 5. So I worked on one of Eleanor's blocks. Some of us are doing Eleanor's applique quilt, but you can really work on anything you want. Victor taught them how to do a cute heart block. And so this was the block that I worked on. I wanted to show it to you guys because I know a lot of you have bought this ribbon or won this ribbon from me in the past. So I used Connie Wiggins' idea of just weaving it through my fabric just to do something different. So I've just added that velour or velvet ribbon that you guys all have some now because we have made sure it's gotten out of our shop and into your stashes, although we do have boxes more. But so just a fun way to use the ribbon. And then this was one of the Kansashi roses here. And this was these butterflies were left over from the flannel butterflies that we had. And then some collaging applique of pre-printed fabric that we've just fussy cut out. So just a fun little project. You could do these blocks into pillows standing alone, or you can put them into a big quilt. So just other ideas of what you can do. Okay, give this back to Lynn or else I might keep it. And she doesn't love it when I keep her stuff forever. Although I do have a table runner, a 10-degree table runner that she's made out of scraps. But I haven't shown it to you yet because I'm waiting to write a pattern for it. So I do have this. If you have a Bernina and need one of these feet, just let me know and you can have this. I just found it. So if you need this Bernina, I'm told it's a Bernina buttonhole foot. If you need this Bernina buttonhole foot, just let me know and we'll get it to you. Yes, Susan, I do feel like I'm on Romper Room. Hello, each and every one of you. Somebody actually said that she logs in, but as soon as I start mentioning everybody's name, she doesn't know who you are, so she's bored and she leaves. So I just think she should stick around for half a minute and meet how amazing, realize how amazing that all of you guys are. I do have a little funny story to tell you today. So I was stuck picking up the motorhome, but somehow the door got stuck. So luckily I wasn't inside of it. So it took them like 2 hours to unstick the door. Well, after Devin dropped me off. And so I called Devin, I texted Devin, I said, hey, I'm stuck here. I'm waiting for them to fix the door. And Devin says, I don't have time to come and get you. The shop's crazy busy. And then I get to the shop and he's like, Mom, it has been insane. The ladies are, something's wrong with people today. So one of the ladies is looking for upholstery thread. And so Devin shows her where it is. And she's grumbling that like she has to shop here because Joann's is out of business. And then we don't have the right color upholstery thread for her. Okay. We don't have the color she wants. And so she says, well, you guys won't be long not carrying useful stuff. I told Devin, I said, well, why didn't you tell her to go to her favorite shop, Joann's? I hear they're thriving. I mean, come on now. We can only do so much, okay? And if I hear one more time somebody come into the shop and say, well, now that Joann's is closed, are you going to get more stuff? Have you seen our shelves?
Well, she got a whole bunch more stuff today. So
have you seen our shelves? Come on now. Anyways, if you're looking for strictly a Joann's, you should probably find a Joann's because we are not going to fit your bill. Just a disclaimer here. Okay, so this I'm going to show you when we do have some upholstery fabrics for sale today because the project that Lynn just made that I'm going to show you in a little bit is pretty amazing using the upholstery scraps. But we're not going to do that first. So what I want to do is I want to show you if there's anybody new watching. We're going to show you a bunch of items. If you want to purchase anything, you just have to write S as you committing to buying it, the number, and how many of them you want. So we're going to start with something like this, and it's going to be S98, and the panel is $10. So today we decided to do some seasonal stuff because if you don't get your Halloween now, you won't. If you wait till October to buy Halloween fabric, you're probably not going to be able to enjoy it for Halloween. So we're trying to get you ahead of yourselves. I know that's kind of a foreign concept, at least for me. But hey, Connie, we love you. Connie, do you have your plane reservations for May 5th yet? Okay, so here are the fabrics that go with it. So these are the go with it fabrics. And all of our collections, we always sell, well, I won't say always because someday I'll change something and you guys will be like, you always. These are our collections. There's 6 fabrics in this line. It's at $11 a yard. So if you buy the collection, it's $1 cheaper than if you buy it off the bolt. So S015 is 1 yard. The 6 1 yards is $66. The 6 half yards is $33, and the fat quarters is $23.50. Then we have the bolts. S12 is $12 a yard. S13 is the blue background with the moons and the bats and the stars. So a good night sky. S11 is just a great sky. This one might be a fun one. If you're doing the nativity scene or something, it's just a great sky, lots of stars. Christy, I agree. Connie, my life is out of control too. Um, oh, Suzette, I'm glad you got the. I'm glad that you got the ding, ding, ding to let you know that we were on. Well, life is crazy. People are crazy. Okay, so we've got S14 for $12. So if you're new to watching, you just have to type in S. S is you committing to buying it, the number, and how many of it you want. So we've got a lot of trims. We've got some patriotic. We've got some Christmas today. Well, winter. S14 is the kitty cats with the moon. I do believe it's directional. What's this for?
Can you write that down for me?
Write what? Me?
Yeah, can you write down the second half of that? So I remember.
Renee?
Uh-huh.
Phyllis is writing it down.
Can you write down to change to PayPal?
Oh.
I wrote it down.
Okay, she writes all the notes down. He doesn't actually read those, so we had a little bit of a hard lesson this week. Because he doesn't.
No, we didn't have a hard lesson.
I match your Phyllis's sheet to the invoices that I write down after when I watch it, and it was crazy.
No, she just never actually did it.
I didn't pull the orders because I thought he did. Okay, so that is the Halloween line that we have for you today.
Well, thank you. I've been waiting for someone to do that.
Okay. All right. So we can get rid of these. Here's the collection. And next we have some trims. Mary Min says, finding our life is getting harder every week. It seems like you should be able to just search for fabric chicks and we should just pop up. But you know what I think is crazy with Facebook is that I'm not getting any, even on my Fabric Chicks, when I log in as Fabric Chicks, I'm not getting any of like my customers things or Fabric Chick stitch along things. I'm getting ads for all the other stores. So and on my personal page, I'm not getting any of my friends. I'm just getting ads. There's definitely something going on with Facebook. Okay, this is my favorite find this week. Okay, girls and gentlemen. My favorite find this week is this crazy stuff. You know me, I love trims. I'm always trying to find weird and random stuff that you can't find everywhere. So this is, look at how wide and beautiful this lace is. So S49 is $7.95 a yard. It literally is 12 inches. So it's 12 inches wide with a great little rose kind of, it'd be a great overlay on a doll skirt or I think on some clothing. So, I don't know, Mary. I wish that I was smarter. So S49 is a beautiful lace, 12 inches wide. I'm not sure what we're going to do with this, but I'm sure it's going to be something fabulous. And then we also have it. So this was what they call the wine color. It's more red to me than wine. But then this is how it showed up. Like, no, it's not on a roll. It's we're going to have to find some kind of a box or something to roll it onto. But it just showed up this big heap. But here is the lavender one. So, I mean, I don't know. I can imagine it being like, you could sew it like on the back of a jean. I know you could sew everything on the back of a jean jacket. I was trying to figure out how I could inset it into the side, like an inset into some jeans or something. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this, but something fabulous. Okay, S48 is $7.25 a yard. S48 is for the lavender, just like the red, but in lavender. So S48 is $7.25 a yard. And then we have some of the ladies needed the bias binding. we took a class from Virginia Robertson on her hot pads, which have bias binding around it. So she did do a demo on how to make your own bias binding. But this is actually a pretty economical way because it's already done for you. And sometimes with the bias binding, you do have some waste where here, if you buy it already pre-made, you don't have any waste. So this is from the Moda Solids and the Bella Solids and Bella Grunge. These are all of these are from Moda. So I'm going to show you. So it is, it's like this. So you can see here's where it's seamed and then ironed in half. So this is what it looks like. S38, and it's 2.5 inches before it was ironed in half. So it's the normal bias. Then we have, oops, this is a second one of that. I don't know why they sent us 2 of the same one. Here is just the blue solid, just to give you choices. I'm going to show you all the blues at once. The blacks, definitely I would stock up on because you can never have too many blacks. So here are S36 is the grunge blue. 37 is kind of a royal blue. 35 is more of a navy blue, I guess, but not too navy.
It's a gray blue.
Yeah, gray blue. And then S38 is kind of just a great mottled look. Okay, so that is the blues. And then we have yellows, S22. For the mottled blue, or yellow, they didn't send us the solid blue, but then S33 is the grunge yellow. So if you need bias binding, this is already pre-made bias binding. To determine how much bias you need, add the width and length of the quilt together, multiply by 2, add at least 12 inches for turning corners and overlapping at the end. And then here are the reds. So this is the mottled red, S24. And then S27 is the Moda Red Grunge. And the Moda Solid is S28. So S28 is for the red solid. And then the beiges or creams or eggshells or ivory. S34 is for the solidy one, and S31. And Devin did it at $2 a yard. It is normally $2.19. So you're saving, I'm not really sure the percentage, but maybe like 20%-ish. About 20%. S31 is for the beigey sand color grunge, and 34 is for the beige solid. We have one limey green solid, apple green really, I would say, S32. S30 is for the gray. I don't know, we got a bad, this piece must have got caught in their machine. So we'll cut that, well, we'll start it here for you. So S30 is for the gray grunge, and this is kind of like what it looks like where it didn't get caught in the machine. So S30 is the gray grunge, and then the purple grunge, or purple Bella mottled is S29, and the purple grunge is S25. Where are all the girls that wanted, all the girls from the class that said, can you put the bias on the sale? S29 is the solid black. S23 is solid black. And S26 has a little bit of mottled going on in it. And we must have sold out of the Moda Grunge Black because I'm not seeing it.
No, there was a little roll somewhere.
I thought there was too, but I'm not seeing it.
I picked it up earlier.
Oh, wait, here.
It went flying off the.
Okay, Devin's right. We do, no number. Okay,
It
hang on.
was.
I don't know how we get out of sync here. S141 is the black grunge. 141 is the black grunge. Well, Suzette, you're local, so you can get some when you come in. Although it won't be $2 a yard. Okay, here is the Moda Grunge, and this one is almost sold out. So Moda Grunge S141 is $2 a yard. $2 a yard for the Moda Grunge. And okay, we got some other trims. This kind of feels a little bit chenille. It just says cotton knit braid white, 1 1/8 inch. So here's $1.20. S47 is $1.25 a yard. S47 is $1.25 a yard. It's kind of, well, I guess maybe it was knitted. That's why it's called cotton knit. But it feels kind of, it's thicker than a flat lace. S47 is $1.25 a yard. And then we have some more laces. And oh, here, it was probably this one maybe.
Oh, no.
This fell off something else.
That was the blue.
Okay.
The blue one.
I'll hold on to it. Okay, so we have some more trims. I know you girls love trims. This one I think would be fun to play with some of your dyes or paints. But look at how fun that is with the fringes. S50 is $3.99 a yard. S50 is $3.99 a yard. Here is some vintage trim I found upstairs. S961 is $2.95 a yard. And that is vintage trim from Eleanor's collection. So we've got a roll of vintage trims from Eleanor's collection. S961 is $2.95 a yard. Okay, and because we just went through all the bias bindings. So you'll have to go through because I know you were one that wanted it. This is a silver metallic. A silver metallic S43 is $3.99 a yard. S43 is $3.99 a yard. And then this one is the gold matching S45. S45 is $3.99. And I put the silver one on the top of my dragonfly quilt that I'm working on, and it did look kind of fun. So I might sew this into my binding. I haven't decided yet, but only on the top. But I haven't decided yet. I think these cotton ones would be fun. I might get out the dies that we have from ice dyeing and see if we can do something fun with these trims. S44 is $5 a yard. S44 is $5 a yard. S44 is $5 a yard. And then S971 is just a grosgrain ribbon with a purple dot, a little purple circle. S971 is 40 cents a yard. S971 is 40 cents a yard. And then if you do the back side, it has kind of looks like bobbins, if you ask me. So it could be reversible if you want. This one, this rickrack is 100% cotton, so you can also dye this one. This one, they call it an antique color, so it's kind of a not white, but not cream either. S40 is $2.25 a yard. It would be super cute on a flapper girl skirt, Sandy. If only we had more time. Okay, S39 is 89 cents a yard for this rickrack. It does have a straight edge, so you can sew it into your binding super easily. Just as an added trim in your binding, when you machine stitch it, it's super cute. S39 is 89 cents a yard for the rickrack. kind of like a corn color rickrack, not a bright yellow and not a real gold color. This is denim poly braid. S42 is 89 cents a yard. S42 is 89 cents a yard. And hey, Sue, how are ya? S41. Kathy's on, Lynn.
Oh, tell her hi.
Lynn says hi, Kathy. S41 is $1 a yard. S41 is $1 a yard, and it says ruffle Clooney denim, 3/4 inch. S41 is $1 a yard. S41 is $1 a yard. S42, it's really very delicate looking, very fun, very light. S42, 80, both of them are, well, S42 is 89 cents a yard. Okay, this is, if anybody needs these, I found more of these postcards. So if you need these postcards, they're a thin cardboard. Virginia in her classes tells you to cut out your pattern pieces, glue them onto here to make them more durable, and then cut them out and use those for your pattern pieces. So if you need some postcards for your pattern making, if you're not using template plastic, either one would work. But if you need them, just let me know and we'll put these in your baskets, okay? If you need the cardboard for free, we'll just divide them up between who wants them. And then, we've got one more satin ribbon. This is great for like the edges of baby quilts. S46 is $1 a yard. S46 is $1 a yard. It's a satin. You can iron it in half and then just stitch it right onto the edge of your quilts for the binding. You don't have to make binding. You can just use the ribbon, $1 a yard. And it's super popular on baby quilts. S46, $1 a yard. Oh, thank you, Kathy. I did win the Easter egg hunt. So last year, I do think that Phyllis beat me. I think Phyllis got more eggs than I got last year. This year, though, I felt so sorry for Phyllis. I almost felt like I needed to give her some of my eggs. Because this year, after when we're counting our eggs, it was not that hard for her to count her eggs. Because, take a wild guess. Wait, we got to have a freebie or something. If you can guess how many eggs. Here. If you can guess how many eggs I found and how many eggs Phyllis found, I have 2 quilt patterns for you. If you can guess how many eggs I found and how many eggs Phyllis found. Mine might be in the double numbers. Hers might be in the singular numbers.
I think I'm going to leave now.
Yeah, Phyllis is like, I'm leaving. You're so mean.
Tell her they pushed you out of the way.
Yeah, we knocked her down. It was like senior abuse at Lynn's house. Okay, so we've got some great art gallery fabrics. If you haven't worked with art gallery fabrics yet, it's almost like a silky finish to them. They're super soft. I love working with art gallery fabrics. And they do collections, but they don't all necessarily stick to those collections. All their fabrics can kind of commingle with other fabrics. So it's kind of like you can create your own collections with the art gallery fabrics. So here is S92. It has a cute fairy on it. S92. Phyllis did not get 23, but you guys are very close.
No, that's you. Oh, no. I got it. Okay.
Beth found 30 and Phyllis found 6. That's close. You guys are way off on Phyllis's, just so you know. S91, super cute little hedgehog, $9 a yard. So I don't want to feed into the frenzy because I think that everything you hear on the news right now reminds me of needing to stock up on toilet paper. I'm literally reading some of the Facebook posts where people are like, oh, fabric's going to like double in price. Stock up now while you can. Girls, it's not going to double in price. You do not need to stock up. But we would love it for you to. But not because of that.
Yeah.
Buy what you want. buy what you're using. Don't hoard and stock up, because in 17 years, you're going to look back and be like, why did I buy 18 yards of that fabric? There's going to be plenty of fabric, okay? S90, S90. I can totally. And then, hey, Christy, you're thinking of my sister. You're thinking of my sister. She's the one that will take your eyeball out to win the game. Right? We've all experienced it at Lynn's house.
Yeah, she's got kicking and
Yes.
elbowing and down pat.
S92 is the turquoise with the fairies. S91 is the hedgehogs. S90 is the floral print. S71 is another great floral print. Kind of reminds me of my grandmother's sheets, pillowcases at my grandma's house. Okay, I'm looking. Well, nobody's gotten it yet, but maybe we'll have to give a prize for the closest. Yes, it was peach color, Fran. I'm sorry, we got sidetracked. It doesn't take much for us here. It is a peach color, a coral color. If you want, Fran, I can put a little piece in your basket, and then you can look at it when you come to pick your stuff up. Because it might not be the right peach, but it's definitely peach. Thank you, Carolyn, for sharing. We love it when you share. Okay, S72 is $9. It's a great blue with a fun pinky color, lipstick pink, I think. S73. S73 is a fun floral diddy dot print. Emily McParland, you are the winner. Here, Emily, I'm going to just give you all 3 patterns, okay? I'm pretty sure you'll find one you can put to use. You are the closest, Emily. Phyllis got 1 egg, and I got 24 eggs.
You're just so nice to me.
Yeah.
Phyllis, that was just because you were watching and laughing so hard at the rest of them you couldn't watch.
They were pushy shovey.
Oh, they were.
Oh, no, they were getting their Easter baskets and they were trying to be the first ones out of the house. I saw them. We were playing games. We were tossing rings onto a bunny's ear, and they literally were getting their baskets while we were still playing the game. I saw it happening, so then I was like, oh, this is getting serious. I got to inch over and get my basket.
I was the last one out of the house.
Yeah. By the time you got out, they were all
Gone.
gone. Yes. It was a serious Easter egg hunt. Okay. Okay, we have some more. Can you pass me those one blue flower there? Okay, we have, yeah, I just need one because Jody just put it on her, what's the price of that one? I think this price might be wrong.
That one's bigger.
Oh, because it's 2. Oh, we only have 3 of them. Okay, hang on a second. I'll put prices on them. Okay, so we have some appliques here. We have roses, S70. I'm going to pull them out so you can see how pretty they are. So if you're appliquing and embellishing on anything, I might pull them out so you can see how pretty they are.
It's tied closed.
I know, but I could get them out right here. So they do have fusible on the back side. So you've got 4 roses in here, I think. Okay, I can't get the last one in. He's stuck in there. Okay, so you've got 4 roses here that have fusible on the back. I always fuse them, and then I, with my pressing sheet, and then I do a few stitches to tack them on to make sure that they don't fall off. So 4 of them are S70 for $15, S70 for $15. And then if you want to show those real quick, and I'll get tags on these. You don't have to take them out. Can they see them? I don't know.
Can you see through that? The feathers. These are the wood. They're the wooden feathers. And there's 6, feels like 6 in there. So the wooden feathers. And they are S69 for $4. And then S67 is the charms, the multi-charms. Lots of charms, lots and lots. There's seahorses, there's a crown, there's a butterfly, a feather, all kinds of different charms. And those are $7 a packet. And then we've got
Phyllis, you said you have to wear your glasses so you can see the eggs.
I had them on.
actually she needed her football gear. Sounds
It
like.
got a little bit rough. It did.
So S66 are the what I would call dandelions. Pretty dandelions.
And there's 5 of
Five
them,
of
2
them.
more in the bag. So these are just fun embellishments to sew onto your projects. You can put them on tote bags. You can put them on quilts. You can put them on, if you're collaging, you can add them onto collages. I mean, I love taking stuff like these wooden buttons and then just adding them onto my appliques and different things. So just fun things, especially if you're doing some applique and some wool work. These are fun things to add onto it. We've got some fun little red flowers and oh, the charms are kind of slick. They're all different kinds of charms.
All different.
Yeah.
Every charm is
Yeah.
different. So I'm just gonna start picking up some things. But those flowers are just the flower head, so you can put anything underneath it or behind it.
I might have to add some of those to.
They would look good on the blocks.
I think so. So even if you're doing Doris's applique, what happened to my block?
It's underneath. No, keep going. It's under the table.
Oh, so here, I was going to show you this with the upholstery fabrics because we're going to show upholstery fabrics in a little bit. But here with Doris's blocks, you could totally improvise and put one of these in here. Oh, I might. I like that.
Oh, well, you might want to take those.
Is that the last bag?
It might be.
Okay, well, if they don't sell.
Let's see. You can
Yeah.
even-
Any of those.
all of those.
And these flowers, I painted them gold and then stitched them onto my Frida quilt. So you could totally take these. I didn't love them being all one color, but you can iron the petals down and then paint them. But those would be fun to add into there too if you want to add dimensional stuff. So just different ideas of you can think outside of the box. You can add weird stuff. Slow stitching, they're perfect for. Yes, Mary Lou. Okay, here are all these flowers. There's a whole bunch of them. S64 is $1.50. I think there's 12 of them in there if I remember correctly for $1.50. And then let's see here. We got to make sure we get the right numbers on there. Okay, so S64 is $1.50. I think there's 12 of them. So on the Fabric Chick Stitch Along, if you haven't joined Fabric Chick Stitch Along, it's a private Facebook page. We welcome you all to join. Jody just posted, she had bought these with her, well, her sister bought them first. Sue bought them first and added them to the side of her jeans. And then Jody just posted when she was visiting Sue, she added them to her jeans. So I only have 2 of these left. One of them is 1 and one of them is 2. So S795, it's great. You just you open the seam of your jeans and you can just stitch this right on. It has a netting. S142 is $7.95. Or if you want the 2 of them, S142 is for 1 of the appliques. If you want 2 of the appliques, it's $13.95. So 2 of the appliques is $13.95. So you could, if you wanted to make an outfit, you can put 1 of these on your jean jacket and then 1 of these on your jeans. That would be cute, coordinated. S143 is $13.95 for the 2, or if you want just 1, it's S142. So if you want to see it in real life, you can go on Fabric Chick Stitch Along, scroll down a little bit. It was probably a week and a half ago or something that Jody posted it. Okay, we've got the same flowers but with stems. So, well, I don't really need to take them out. You guys know. It's the red flower but with a stem. So the red flower with the stem is S65 for $4. So Devin knocked off $1. So I think that's 25% you're saving. S65 is $4, and that is the same red flower but with a stem. And oh, S61. I know we can't really show it this way because you guys can't see it. These are super fun. I'm not sure how much we have of any of these things that we're showing you. We have a few of these ones, Devin says. So this is how pretty those are. Those would be super cute, added onto slow stitching or onto a tote bag or onto anything. I really suggest you start working right now on Christmas gifts and birthday gifts so that you can give something handmade. I think it just means a lot more. For a lot of us, we don't need anything. For the most part, a lot of us don't need anything. We rather get something that you've made. Do you have big blue buttons? Ooh, Sue? Maybe. Devin, I don't even know where he found this, but this is S58 from my personal collection, apparently.
Oh, well, you can pull it if you want.
S58. No, look at it was in the shop forever, and we didn't sell it because we had it as one big piece. But I took the one big piece and I put it on my quilt because we couldn't sell it. It's right here. So you're getting a portion of this big piece. So anytime I love something and it doesn't sell, then I just incorporate it into my own stuff. I would like the little rosebuds you showed earlier. Does she mean these, Carolyn? These ones? Do you mean these ones, Carolyn? Let me know. Those are the only roses we showed. So let me know if that's the one you're wanting. Okay. Oh, here. Sue was the first one. Did you find two of these?
That's why there's a 1 next to it.
Oh.
What's the number?
I mean, we could cut them off.
You could cut one off of mine. I would let you. I hand sewed that on there also. I would let you. Okay.
She would let me.
Doris.
Okay. Mary Lou, I'm going to cut one off of my quilt for you, okay? Okay, so then we have some weird fibers here. There's 3 yards in each of these. So you get 3 yards in each of these. So if you need random weird fibers for doll hair or for tree trunks, these are just weird fibers. S59 is $3 and S60 is $3 for weird fibers. Here, I'm going to make this $2 today and $2. Okay, there you go. Some weird hair, weird fibers. You could take these two and mix them together if you need more hair for $1 or something. And I saw in Virginia's doll making class, she felted the yarn onto the doll's hair.
Yeah.
Onto its head. Every time I am hosting a class, I learn so much. It's kind of crazy. Okay. All right, Mary Lou, I'll think about it.
I'm going to do it.
Devin's going to do it because he wants the $2. Okay, S63 is $3 for some cute little heart buttons. So these are your heart buttons. S63 is $3. S63 is $3. And then S62 is these fun little black and kind of creamy colored buttons. S62 is $5 for a variety of buttons. Whoa, here Devin found a mixed bag of treasures. This is the kind of weird stuff that I love to add on to things. This one we only have a 1, S57. S57 is a random like belt buckle collection here. So S57 is $5. Here, let's make that $4. Oh, there's 2 more buttons in here. 2 more buttons. Oh, I already said $4. 3. Nope, 2. This one's from that. Okay, so you have 2 matching buttons there. Those will be good. The owl eyes. $4. Okay, S57 is $4. S57 is $4 for a random variety of fun belt closures, I guess you would call them. S57 is $4. Here is another random bag of stuff. I don't even know where these came from. I have not seen them in the shop. Devin found a bucket somewhere in the shop. Okay, here's from the same place, I'm assuming. So you've got vintage buttons here as wait, here, let's just throw here, nobody bid on that. We're gonna throw those in with this. Okay, so the whole kit and caboodle S56 is $8. S56 is $8. S56 is $8. So if you need a variety of vintage stuff, do you have any big blue buttons? Okay, you keep showing them stuff. I'm gonna go look for big blue buttons. How many do you need, Sue?
Okay, S52. I don't want to take all that, but it's a trim of silver and blue. Let's see. So it's a bag of trim. There's only one bag of this, and it's a couple of yards.
I believe it's 12 yards.
So that's what that looks like. That would really be, actually that would be good with those things. Let's see. Here we have 2 little bumblebees, little honeybees. So S54 is $1.95. There's only 2 of these little bees left. Those are buttons. So if you're doing anything summery with the bumblebees, there it is. And then we have very vintage pearls. Let's see, take those out. There's see.
She wants 2. We used to have a bunch of dill buttons, but I'm not finding them.
So those S53. Is that $1 each for each button, or
No,
it's $1 a bag?
Yeah, it's $1
Okay.
for the bag.
So we want to clarify this: $1 for the bag.
I was making the tag for something else, and then I picked those up.
That's okay. So they're $1 for the entire set, and those are actually pretty vintage looking. So we're gonna keep that over there, that there. These guys here. There's only 2 more. These are random. Maybe not. So, random whites.
Yeah.
So there's all kinds of whites, and that is S55 for $8. Oops, there's still another one in there.
What are these? Are they like mother? Oh, they are.
They
pretty
are
heavy. Mother of pearl buttons. Yeah. Okay, look at what I just found on the floor, girl. I just vacuumed, and somebody just ate their candy, threw it on the floor. If you go into a clothes shop, don't be a slob, because that totally makes me just want to not open the doors to the public. All day long, Devin and I are like, we just need to close the shop. Trash on the floor. And you know what? I used to have Starburst all in my booth at shows. I would sprinkle Starburst around, and then people just left the wrappers in my display. So I had to stop putting out Starburst. I know, it's a crazy world we live in. Okay, Sue, these are the only blue buttons I have. I don't know if those are big enough for what you're doing. And they're kind of a little bit more turquoisey than blue. So that's what the choices are that I have. We don't have too many big buttons anymore. We used to have a huge display. There's some tan ones still, but that's it. So that's it for the blues. If anybody else is watching and needs any, this we do have pink or blue, and they're $2.35. We have pink and blue. This rectangle one is $2.35. And we've got just that turquoise color. We've got the hearts here, and the hearts are $1.50 a piece. And then these blue ones, the dark blue ones, they've kind of got a pretty ridge. They're $1.15 a piece. So that is all we have, Sue. Or anybody who wants some buttons.
So we're trying to get all of this put back into the bags. Make sure we have that's this one.
Oh, Phyllis is falling asleep.
Phyllis is falling asleep. Oh
Okay.
no! Trim time.
Yeah. Okay. So, we did our trims. I do have this out of this world panel. S51, Jackalopes, Bigfoot S51. Believe in yourself, even if nobody else does. Not everyone needs to be a unicorn. Go green or go home. And I need space. So super cute. You can make them into pillows. Oh my God, you could do a Quillo. I mean, we could bring the Quillos back. S51 is $15 for this fun panel. S51. Okay, Candy, I'll try not to. Okay, Sue, sounds good.
Okay.
Okay, we have some more fabric. Did we get through that whole bucket?
We did.
Wow, good job.
The bottom of the bucket was some more.
Anybody want the okay, we have a Bernina buttonhole foot. If you need a Bernina buttonhole foot, it's free. Don't ask me where it came from, but somehow we have an extra Bernina buttonhole foot. We would love to see it. Find a home that somebody wants to use it for. S75, super cute pinky background with fun birds and different things. Okay, let's see. S76 is a great peachy background with coral flowers. These are all art gallery fabrics. We have a ton of art gallery fabrics here that aren't really in a collection, and we haven't made anything with them, so they kind of just get lost in the shop. So we thought we would move them on. We need to make some projects out of them. S77, so perfect price point for you, $9 a yard. S79. This one is a fun one. Well, Devin's showing you S78 right now. It's pink flowers with leaves. S79 is kind of a fun texture one. You can use this one for backgrounds of appliques or wool work or anything fun. You can use this as your background. Just has a little bit of something interesting going on. S79. I always love to have my background be just as interesting as whatever it is I'm putting on it. S79. And then S80 is a beautiful floral, kind of a charcoaly blue-gray background. And then S81 is a great black and white. It's got teepees and tree houses and
Tree swings. Rope swings.
rope swings. Clubhouse. Just kind of a fun outdoorsy print. And then another floral, great little ditty dot, S82, S82. The first pink fabric. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna pull them out and see which one it is. S84. S84 is a great floral print. These are the two pink ones I showed, Sue. Those are the two pink ones, S75 with the birds and S78 with the leaves. S78 with the leaves, S75 with the birds. Candy, you should tell church that they should schedule on a different day. S83 is a great brown one. Kind of reminds me of Little House on the Prairie dresses. S83, a great little brown, kind of a calico-y, modern calico-y version. S85 is a great black and white. S85 and S86 is a fun pink. The florals are almost like neon-y bright, but in a good way. But it's like they're not neon-y, but the color is so deep that they're dimensional flowers, I guess is a good way to describe it, with a peachy background. S86. And then we have S87 is a great pink and gold. S87. I know it's killing me to sell. Watch this all go out at $9 a yard. Oh, well, it just means we'll free up some cash and we'll be able to bring in some new fun stuff. S88 and then S89 is a gray and cream. S89 is a gray and cream. And then we have patriotic colors. You're going to love the patriotics. Oh, well.
What, you forgot?
No, this is on top. Okay, so this is not a part of this collection, but we only have about 4 of these panels left. Oh, Devin's doing it at 50. Here, I'm going to do them at $10. Okay, S01 is at $10 today. Did you get S84 1 yard for Joyce? Phyllis?
Oh, I'm sorry, yes.
Okay, perfect. S01 is $10. This is a fun 4th of July patriotic panel. It's a good size. It's 36 by 44-ish. S01 is $10 for the patriotic. It's got fun carousels and a farmer's market, bicycles, pickup trucks, Uncle Sam. Just a fun panel. S01 is $10, and I think we have 4 of those left. And then we have Forever Bloom. This just came in. Oh, Land of... Hang on a second. Okay, this is our patriotic one. S02 for $13. Red, white, and blue. Say that 10 times fast. Red, white, and blue. So super cute, patriotic. This would look great even if you don't want to make a quilt. You could just turn it into like a door flag and put it on your front door. Or if you want a quick, easy gift to pop in the mail for a friend, you can turn it into a door flag for a friend. So many fun things you can do with it. S02, red, white, and bloom. Red, white, and bloom. And that's a fabric line from Moda. Here are the Go With It fabrics. So if you do quilts for soldiers or whatnot, these are some great just fabrics to have in your stash. S008 is $12 a yard for the collection. S008, 1 yards are $60. Did you lock it? Good job. Thank you. 1 yards are $60. Half yards are $30. Fat quarters are $18.50. S008 is the collection. And then the fabrics on the bolts are S04 is a black background with the flags. S06 is the white background with the flags. S03 is the stripes. The stripes would make a super fun binding. S05 is the blue stripes. It's kind of a royally blue stripes. S07 is the blue background with the flags. So we didn't know if you guys were ready for 4th of July, Memorial Day, kind of all summer. You could be patriotic all year. It's kind of like, I had a blonde moment driving after I picked up the motorhome this morning. So they've got a big banner across Main Street, which in our town, we really only have one street. And it says, Child Abuse Prevention Month, right? Support Child Abuse Prevention Month. We only have a month to support child prevention. Shouldn't we be supporting that all year? Like, why is that even a thing here in America? Why do we have to have a month?
We have months and a day for everything.
But it's the craziest thing.
Beer Day was Monday.
Oh gosh, nobody gave me that memo. Where was that memo?
I don't know. I found out on Tuesday. So
I just think, first of all, why is there even child abuse here in America? And second of all, why do we have a month to
be aware?
Be aware. Shouldn't we be aware every single day? Anyways, that's my little rant. Okay, so S008 is the 4th of July Patriotic Collection. Was S03 a stripe? Yes, Miss Mary. S03 is a red and white with a little bit of blue star stripe. S03 is just a great one to have in your collection. Okay, then we have, in case you need to start Christmas or winter now, we have S21 for $14. If you've got somebody planning to get married next winter, this would be a great wedding quilt, a little chapel in the woods. S21 is $14. S21 is $14. You know, when you go to look for the fabric for the season, it's too late. Like when everybody came in to look for Easter fabric here at Fabric Chicks, it was already gone. So don't wait. Get what you want. If you like the panels, get them while you can. So this is the collection here. And there's not much fabric left on the bolts. The collection is 4 pieces at $11 a yard. S020 is $44 for the 1 yard collections. They do have a silver glitter in the pieces. So all of these pieces have a silver glitter in them. They are supposed to be washable and the silver will stay on. S19 is a Moda glitter grunge that we've added into the collection. And then S18, these are Northcott fabrics. So S18 is the white with the glitter. S17 is dark blue snowflakes with glitter. S17 and S16. And like I said, when these sell out and we order new winter stuff and Christmas stuff, it's all going to be at a much different price. So if you want to do a wintry project, I'd say it would be okay to get that now. Okay, so we have Lynn brought in this project. So this is what I'm saving the upholstery fabrics for. So on Monday I did a demo. I just cut this upholstery fabric out of one of the books, and that's what I'm using for my flowers. They're folded and dimensional. I did a demo on Monday, so if you missed that demo, you can go back and rewatch it. But I just used a piece of upholstery fabric. So there's all kinds of fun things you can do with the upholstery fabrics. Lynn took an upholstery book and she made this table runner. Super easy. She just cut out the shape of Steam-A-Seam 2 light. So the interfacing is basically built on the back. So you lay your background fabric face down, the pretty side down. Then you lay your fusible on top of it. And then you lay all of your upholstery scraps on top of that. And then just zigzag stitch around it. So super quick, super easy, super fun. Great way to use upholstery fabrics. So now that we've inspired you with the upholstery fabrics, we have, gosh, I didn't get any books ready because Lynn brought the sample in today. So these are all auctions for upholstery books. And we're just going to start them at $3, just because I think you'll pay $3. So these are all different whites, but you have to look at the texture. But it feels like they're
all textured.
Yeah, they're all textured, but it's a thicker material, not a canvas necessarily. Let's see what it says. 100% polyester. Cleaning code WS, whatever that means. So all different designs. So they're all the same fabric, but a different print. So you've got circles and squares. You've got squiggles. So this one would be a super fun one to use as backgrounds for an applique, I think. Sometimes you can get the paper off easy. Sometimes you can't. With Lynn's table runner, she did not care that she couldn't get the paper off. She just put it with the paper on and just stitched it down. So S145 is $1.45 for the auction. $1.45 for the auction for the upholstery book. Here we have
all different kinds of shapes inside of this.
I know, that's a fun one. Okay, this is these are bigger upholstery scraps. So you've got this one and they all measure. And if you get one of these auctions, if you don't want the coat hangers, let me know. So S47, they're all going to be a little bit bigger than fat quarter size. So S47 is the creams. This one is a fun embroidered one. Some seafoamy green to go with it. S47 is for those 4 pieces. So a super good price for the 4 pieces. And I'm just going to take these off because Devin hates shipping coat hangers. He hates having to find the boxes. So if you want the coat hangers, let us know. Otherwise, we won't ship the coat hangers. So this one is a really good piece. It almost looks like a linen, but it's embroidered. And this would be a fun one to do an applique animal on top of. It would be like a bird would be fun in there. Okay, S47 is at $10. Okay, Sue, S47 is at $10. S145 is at $5. 145 is at $5. Okay, we have some, let's see, this one is kind of similar. So S47 is for the bigger pieces. These ones are nice if you're doing tote bags. It'd be great for a tote bag. Here's another one with the white on whites. So I didn't realize we had 2 of these. So you just have to take all different textures, super fun. You can just pop this off if you want. I don't ever bother to pop this off because I can never do it. So I usually just cut them out right here. Devin, at one point I had Devin cutting them out for me. But I just take my scissors and cut it right here. You'll lose a little bit, but not much. S144 is starting at $3. So you could do a whole quilt. If you bought both books, you could do an amazing quilt with that, for sure. S144 is at $3. S47 is at $10. S145 is at $5. 145 is at $5. Okay, let's see. What else do we need to? Oh, here we can give away these books. Okay, here is the laugh for the day. We got a whole delivery today. 12 golden threads, lessons for successful living from Grandma's Quilt. So if you need this book, let us know. It was, we read it earlier and it was very fun reading, very light reading, very, well, if you want it, it's yours free of charge. If you are lucky, you have a quilt that was passed down to you from a grandmother or even a great grandmother. And with the quilt, you have the family story embroidered around it. You can wrap yourself in its comfort and history, knowing that what was passed on to you will be passed on again from woman to woman. So, lessons for successful living from Grandma's Quilt, right here. Free to whoever wants it. Just type in Grandma's Quilt and you can have the book. Oh, Mary Lou. Okay, Mary Lou. Oh, I know that.
Bunch of blank.
Yeah. Doris gave me.
I got scrap paper to cut up to make more stuff with. I was
Okay.
so excited.
Okay, Mary Lou, you're the winner of Grandma's book. Here's another book that we found in the collection. A Quilter's Wisdom, Conversations with Aunt Jane. So if anybody needs that book, it's free. Oh, I didn't even open this book, but I bet you it's got quilt patterns. No? Okay, well, it's just a good reading book. Maybe a bathroom reading book. Well, if you need the Quilter's Wisdom, type in Quilter's Wisdom. And then the other book we got that we thought you guys couldn't live without is The Quilters, Women and Domestic Art and Oral History. Whatever this was, it was very important. Look at all of those little notes there. Like somebody has bought stock in Post-it notes. I didn't even know Post-it notes were a thing back in the day, but apparently there's some really good reading in here, very important reading. So if you need the very important oral history, just write that down and we'll get that to you too. And we have a collector's edition of Plaids and Stripes, The Use of Directional Fabric and Quilts by Roberta Horton. So if you need that book, I find it interesting that mainly the book is black and white. That's kind of before my day.
Is it though?
Yes, it is. Because it was in my day.
Black and white, but then the centerfold is in color. Like it does look like a textbook, Joyce. It does look, it's kind of crazy. So we have a collection. We have quite a collection of stuff. So if you need the Plaids and Stripes, put that in. We'll get those to you. A Quilter's Wisdom is Evelyn. I know we do not want to, we don't want to give you any more trash or something you're not going to enjoy, and you can always take them home. And if you don't love them, I wonder if this is like the precursor to the Jane
quilt thing, and I think it is.
Yeah. I recollect I finished this quilt the summer before Mary Frances was born, and Sally Ann and Millie Amos and Mary Petty came over and gave me a lift on the quilting. Here's Millie's work, here's Sally Ann's, and here's Maria's. It kind of sounds like a book for 7-year-olds. Okay, Plaids and Stripes, black and white also. Okay, Evelyn wants this one, and Evelyn wants that one, and Kathleen wants, you just never know what we're going to be giving away here. We've decided it's our mission. She's the Plaids and Stripes. I don't know. Oh, we're going to have to do a drawing for those two. Okay, hang on a second. They both want the
Plaids and Stripes.
Yeah, nobody wants the oral history. Okay, so get your auctions in. We're gonna get your auctions in. We're going to close those up when we're done with these free giveaways. And the winner of the Plaids and Stripes Roberta Horton book is Kathleen. Okay. Okay, so S145 is Susan DeHont for $8. 145 is Susan DeHont for $8. 47 is this one for $10 for Evelyn. And one, you're welcome, Kathleen. 144 is, here, I'll fold these up. 144 is Susan DeHont for $12. And, okay, let's see. What do we, oh, we got 15 minutes of auction time. Super excited because we got a lot of auctiony stuff. Okay, this is Evelyn here. Okay, here is a Jacob's Ladder book, $5. The auction is starting at $5. And well, what I thought was interesting about this book is when you get to the back, it's super inspirational. Okay, let me find. Did you see that? Did you get to the back yet?
No.
Keep going. This one here with the goats. Look at that woman. I don't know. I didn't read the book, so I don't know what this has to do with it. But it's the page before. It's got like a whole, I didn't read it, but it's like 4 pages of that quilt. But look at this quilt. That was incredible. I almost wanted to keep it just for that, but I can't. Okay, S201 is starting at $5 for the Jacob's Ladder book. S201, the auction is starting at $5. So anytime, if you're new to watching, anytime we only really have onesies of stuff, we just auction it off. That way it's fair for whoever gets it, not just the fastest typer. This is 2 scrap books. So you've got Scrap Quilts Galore here is going to have basics for quilting and lots of fun ways to use up your scraps. Tons of patterns here with the pieces, full-size pieces. And you also get this book, S146. So double whammy there for $5. 2 books. Scrap Happy. There's an apron. All kinds of fun stuff. If you like to piece, these are the books for you. Sorry, you can't bid, Victor, because this looks like you're kind of piecing. S146 is at $5. S201 is at $5. And then we have a cute baby gift if you need a crocheted blanket. S081 for $20 is the baby blanket. And I think it's super cute. Look at the cute little ruffle on the edge. So you've got a cute little ruffle scallop on the edge. Then you've got a cable across it. So if you need a quick baby gift, maybe for like your house cleaner's pregnant, or that your waitress is pregnant, or your favorite barista is pregnant, you don't really want to take the time to make it something yourself. You can totally get this $20 and wrap it up. They will never know that you didn't make it. They will love it, and you've got a gift for $20. So S081 for the baby Afghan blanket is a good size. It's like a lap size for Doris. S081 is $20 for the cute little baby blanket. S146 is at $5. S201 is at $5. And then we have some more upholstery books. We're just going to start this one at $2, although I can already see that it's a pretty cool one. So, super cute blanket for Easter. Okay, so these are shears. I don't know. Here, I'm going to put it over here so Devin can really get in to see it. Here, you can flip through it again. So if you take these papers, here, let's tear this paper out so they can really see how it's a sheery fabric. So it's fun to overlay over your other fabrics. You can incorporate it into doll making and shirts, or they'd make great wings. Those would make really fun wings. S147 is starting at $2. S147 is starting at $2. S147 is starting at $2. Okay, while Doris is showing you that, I'm going to close these up. Jacob's Ladder is Evelyn for $5. And
Some smaller ones here.
wait, 146. Oh, okay. I was like, it's 147. Okay, Elaine, I threw a blue fabric in your basket. Because it was for soldier quilts, but it wasn't soldier quilty, but it was fun and it's got polka dots on it. I thought you might like it for a backing or something. So that was my good deed of the day. Ooh, look at that one. It's like netting. You could totally use that in artsy quilts.
Chicken fence.
Oh yeah, chicken wire. And the paper comes off pretty easy on that. So just some of them it comes off easy, some of them it doesn't. S147 is at $8. 147 is at $8.
It's got some neat
147 is at $8. If you're into felting and you
are going to do any clothing or the larger quilt blocks.
Yeah, if you're doing a bigger piece and you need a bigger foam, we have a foam here. We're just going to start this auction at $20. Just so you know, we pulled a styrofoam felting pad from Colonial Needle that was about this size, so a third of the size of this, but it was styrofoam. So this is a much better quality. It's thick, so you can really do a bigger piece like the back of a jean jacket or something to that effect. So S148 the auction is starting at $20. And we only have one of them that we could find, so that's why we're doing it auction style. S148 is at $20. You could use it for a pillow, like you could cover it for the back of like a window box or something. It is about
3 inches thick.
Yeah, 3 inches thick, 13 by 26-ish. So about 13 by 26-ish. S148 is at $20, and that is really good for felting larger pieces. Like if you're going to felt the back of a jean jacket.
That way you can put it on there and you don't have to. It gives you a bigger surface to keep from.
And you're not going to poke yourself. Yes, yes. So if you plan on felting bigger pieces, this would be a great addition to your felting supplies. Okay, 147 is at $13. 081, we have no bidders on the Afghan blanket. It would be a super cute baby gift to take if you are going somewhere for Easter. Okay, S081, there's no bidders on that. 148 is for the felting. Did we do this one already?
No.
Oh,
those we have
okay.
done.
Here, I'm going to pull these over here and get them out of your way. Okay, here is a pleather book. So this is, it's definitely thicker like pleather. You could sew them and do the outside of a wallet. You could piece them together. You can always piece things together. You can lay them on top of a foundation and then zigzag stitch them if you wanted. But it's just fun, like thicker samples of pleather. Coin purses, you can make little coin purses out of them. That would be cute.
You could cut shapes.
Oh yeah, shapes would be good. You could applique with them because you don't have to turn it under. You could just cut it and applique with it. For sure. Super fun. I think Oh well. I think Lynn was saying that we needed these. We've got goodie bags. Everybody at the retreat is getting a fun bag to do whatever they want with. It's a challenge. There's a prize involved. Okay, we're gonna start this one at $4. I'm sure it's gonna go more than $4. S149 is at $4. 149 is at $4. Carolyn is at $13. That is a good price. Okay, so this one is oh, I didn't even think of that, Anne. Doll shoes. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh. I could have kitted these up and sold them for a lot more as doll shoes. Oh well, it's your lucky day. S149 is $4. 150 are bigger pieces. We're just gonna start that at $4 because that seems to be a good number. S150 is starting at $4. Bigger pieces that Doris is going through. I think Phyllis could be falling asleep over there.
Nope, she's laughing now.
Okay, no bidders for the bigger piece of felting. I want to felt a big dragonfly onto the back of a jean jacket. So I think it'd be good, but S149 is at $4, $5. 149 is at $5. 150 is at nothing. If you want 150, let's see what kind of fabric. They're just all different kinds of colors, kind of a gray palette. And like this paper is coming off easy. S150 is starting at $4. 150 is starting at $4. And Phyllis, when you got an upholstery book and took it home, you just cut it up and threw it all in the washer, didn't you? And then you just sewed over the paper. You didn't worry about it.
I washed everything. My father-in-law tore the books apart. Sheer brute strength. And I just threw them all in the washing machine, and the paper, some came off, some didn't.
Right.
What shrunk up was fine. I
Yeah.
still could use it.
Right. So you can wash it if you want.
Makes a mess in your washing machine.
Yeah. Well, but it's worth it for the fun fabrics. 150 is at $4. 149 for the pleathery is at $5. No bidders on the big felting pad. The ginormous felting pad, no bidders. S148. Well, I might keep it and do a jean. I want to do a jean jacket. Okay, so Phyllis, did the sticky come off? Suzette wants to know.
Pretty much so, I think, if the paper came off.
Pretty much. If the paper came off, the sticky came off.
I just soaked it in the sink.
You could soak it in Dawn, maybe.
Yeah,
that might help it.
I used the Dawn and I just soaked mine.
Yeah.
And I'm going to bring my samples in next week so you can see what they look like.
Perfect. And they're just fun if you just want to get them for the grandkids. They're fun to play with. But I think this would be fun for doll shoes, but it'd also be fun for appliques. I think you could do some fun stuff. There's a lot of snake skin and there's a lot of possibilities here. Or little coin purses would be cute. You could stitch them together and create more of a textury artsy piece. S149 is at $8. 149 is at $8. 154 is at $4. Here, 154 is Susan DeHunt.
150?
Yeah, 150. And Susan,
I think we've killed it.
I might see if Devin or I can just get off the big piece so it's not so heavy to ship it. Like, I hope you don't mind, Susan. I just tore this off, so you're not paying for the weight of that to ship it. So if I can, if we're shipping it, we'll see if we can get them apart real easy. There's still a little bit, you got to get like big screwdriver or something to get those nails out. We're not doing that. But if I can get the big, heavy, bulky stuff off, I will. Or Devin will.
How much was that?
Susan was $4. That was like a deal.
That's a deal.
Okay, S149. 149. Yeah, you don't need this part. I mean, unless you want this cardboardy thing, but it can just go in the dumpster. S149, 149, going, get your final bids in. I don't want you guys to be upset. 149 is at $8. We have no bidders for the foam. They're gonna be sad. When they go to work on a project, they're gonna be like, oh, I should have got that foam. Okay. And we're past our time. I got the look from Devin. So we have some more upholstery stuff we'll do on Monday. So make sure that you tune in on Monday. And then we also, I organized Eleanor's patterns. So we have about 100 different doll patterns. And I would love to see, I'm going to talk to a couple of doll groups around. I would love to see a doll exhibit at the Quilt Show Reno. So if you know anybody who is doing dolls, if you know any groups of people that are doing dolls, let us know and we will get those in. We'll get an exhibit set up because we would love to show them off at Quilt Show Reno this June. 149 is going to Merriman's at $8. Okay, so we want to thank you guys for joining us. We will go live again on Monday at 4 o'clock for sure. And possibly, Devin's threatening, but I've heard this before. We might be doing some live recordings that Devin's we're going to do them live and he'll record it and then he'll turn them into reels so they're more professional to put out there. But the first take will be live so you can see all of our blunders and takes and all that good stuff. Okay, so that is all we have for tonight. We want to thank you for taking the time to join us. We do appreciate it. We love that you support us and we love that you're part of our community. All right, we will see you. Yes, Mary Mintz, you bid $8. Okay, so that's all we have for tonight. Go get go eat dinner and then get some sewing done. Post on Fabric Chick Stitch Along. We love to see what you're working on. Have a good night. Bye.